on, and it will be live. I forgot. I gotta put the sponsors on there.
Got blunt mouth.
Instead of the radio today for Park Hills Underground, I'm going to say it's sponsored by the Cottonmouth Kings Park Hills event.
Okay.
How about that? So when we have something coming up like that, we put the event up there instead of...
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. It's just more publicity.
Yeah.
Do not take. Okay. Now the video's going live. Okay. Oh yes, live sessions can now get stars. We are eligible to receive them.
Nice.
Nice.
Kyle, bring your microphone down just a hair. I think that'll help
Ricky Ticky Tavi.
I think that'll help your feedback problem.
Okay. Was there feedback?
I heard it again, yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's a
didn't
little
hear
touchy,
it.
touchy.
All right, let me turn this down too. I don't need to hear myself that much. Maybe a little more. So, all right. Are you going to be checking comments?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let me. I guess I'll just wait. There we go. All right. You know what time it is? It's time for the podcast. We were not recording the audio at all, were we?
Not yet. We are now.
We are now. Hey guys, welcome back. This is the live sessions at the Underground podcast with Kyle Lindsay, and
Alan Smith.
there we go. And our guest today, BTH Blaze, Alexander. I forgot your last name again. Harper.
You didn't even let him introduce himself.
No. And then I forgot his name.
That's what
No, I
happens
didn't
when you
forget.
Off to a great start.
pre-meds before. You know?
So we want to go ahead and say thank you to our sponsors, Park Hills Underground, KL Media and Entertainment, and my brain is not working today.
Craigwood, Shelter Insurance, Smoke Till Valhalla,
And
Artists United Network.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
That's all of them. Yeah.
A lot of sponsors, hard to remember.
Oh, man.
A lot of good ones, though.
It can be. They're all good, man. They're all good. So how you been? It's been a hot minute since we got to hang out. We've even did a couple shows together recently, and then we both kind of, well, I had some time off.
Honestly, it's been kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So I won a whole ass car from Ford Samsism.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That did happen.
Had it for a day, traded it in. It was a crazy experience though, cause like I've never won anything like that. So to just win a whole car is incredible. Like,
Right. And then you never know the person that won the big prize. They tell you somebody won it.
Right.
You're supposed to believe them.
Yes, I never thought that shit was real until I actually won, and I was like, "This is real."
Clearly, this happens. I mean, yeah, I'm sure there's some that aren't real, and it's just a publicity stunt and whatnot. But when you actually get to sit down, and then now we get to broadcast a real winner or something. So, like, how did that even go? Like, what was?
It was a raffle.
Just a raffle.
Yeah, it was a raffle. You enter your name in. You get sent stuff in the mail. You enter your name in a raffle. And that's how
You're like, all right, let's fill this out. Just one piece of a mail that looks like spam. We're gonna fill this one out.
Yeah. Hey man, you never know what you're gonna win and what you're not gonna win. Like,
you're right.
Man, something one of my favorite basketball players ever used to say: you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah.
That's R.I.P. Kobe.
Yeah. Somebody somewhere is sitting and they're going to justify their gambling. See, I told you. You can't win what you don't put in. He said it himself.
I'm winning that parlay, damn it. I missed by 1 point again. Fuck.
Yeah. So if you do have a problem with gambling, seek help. That's real.
I don't know the number, but there's numbers.
I haven't had that problem.
Don't take advice from us.
Yeah, we are in no way advising you on any way to live your life.
Yeah,
listen. What I did was a gamble, but you don't lose. Like there's no losing. You just don't win.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, okay. I mean, when you've got the risk that high, you may as well
it's not like I lost $1 million trying to win a car. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he was sweating that for weeks. Oh my God, I don't know if I'm gonna win this car.
Actually,
He was losing his job over it. The whole world just falling apart.
Man.
it was actually a simultaneous thing. Like I went there to get into a new car, and like I couldn't get the details that I wanted to get into the new car, and then like a week later I won the car. So
Nice.
And it couldn't have been more perfectly timed because you had just had a baby.
Yeah,
Right?
she's 10 months old now.
10 months.
Yeah.
Like, perfect time for a new car.
Yeah, 2 months she's gonna be a year old, and I'm like, wow, what happened, man?
It
Like,
blink.
I did blink. I blinked, and now she's big.
Mine's 8.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know when that happened, but it did.
It happened, and now I got to deal with it.
Yeah, and sometimes he's got the attitude of like when I was 15 or 16.
Yeah.
So then you really got to worry about when he's 15 and 16.
Yeah. What
If
kind
he's
of
al-
attitude
yeah,
is he gonna have then?
If he's already giving you attitude, then
Yeah, well, I mean, he does. Every kid is gonna give
Oh,
you
yeah.
attitude. Like you're gonna. It's just gonna happen. It doesn't matter how good your kid is. I'm actually really lucky. My kid is awesome.
good.
Same.
He'll push every button he can possibly find, but then he'll tell me I'm the best ever. And like immediately after, you're like, I don't even care anymore. I don't even
I'm
care.
the best dad ever.
Yeah, like he
Do what
said
you
it.
want. Do what you want.
He pulled that shit on me the other day, and I was just like,
Checkmate.
I was like, thanks, buddy. You can stay up for another 20 minutes.
You can watch the end of this episode with me.
And, it's summer break. He's 8. If we can hang out,
Gotta
I'm
let him
for
live.
it.
You know?
Yeah.
Especially if he's wanting to hang out with you or anything.
Right.
Like, let him live, man.
Right, yeah. Because,
You only live so long. You only get so much time with your kids, and they only get so much time with you.
right.
So you gotta give them.
And you get to a certain point, they don't want anything to do with you.
Yeah.
If you're lucky, it's only temporary, but it's always going to happen, and you know it's going to happen.
Yeah, it's honestly like that's something like I'm gonna let my kids slide on a lot because I lost my mom in February as a 23-year-old, so I'm like I don't believe I have that much time. So like I'm gonna let her do stuff that other parents may not let them do. Like I'm gonna hang out with them more often than other parents would because like the way I grew up, family is everything. And if you're not spending time with your family, what are you really doing? As a 24-year-old, I would rather hang out in the house with my fiance and my baby than to ever go to a party. And people my age don't think like that. They want to party. They want to live while they can. Well, I think living is being with your family.
Everybody's got a different version or definition of what that looks like for them, and
Yeah.
I'm never going to tell people, hey, you should have a kid if you don't want one, but I had definitely the idea that I didn't, and then when it happened, I'm like, well, okay, here we go. It's actually been like the coolest thing that's ever happened to me. But
That's how I feel about mine.
But at the same time, people that don't want kids, I completely get that. They want careers or fun, whatever it is. It's their life, right?
Yeah.
But so yeah, we've gotten into the family and all that so far, and let's talk a little bit about you, other than winning a car and You know, your baby growing up too fast, man. So
I've
you've
been
been
trying to
into
work on my
music
music
like
a lot, yeah.
forever, right?
Well, about 8 years maybe. Like I've been really pursuing music the past 5 or 6.
Okay.
You know, when me and my fiance first got together is when I really started like, okay, I need to do this because like she gave me, I don't want to say just the confidence, but like the will to become something more. Cause like before me and her met, I was 19. I made music for fun because I love music, and I still make music for fun because I love music. But like, I know that I have the talent, will, and drive to become something more than just somebody who makes music for fun. And I don't know. The first couple years that I made music, like I've always wanted to be famous, like since a 10-year-old. I was writing songs at 10 and 11 years old and performing them for my family, like just for fun.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I want to say professionally pursuing music probably the past 4 or 5 years. But I think this year I'm really going as hard as I can. Like I'm trying to get into St. Louis scene more, and I want to get on the out of state scene more because you don't go nowhere in St. Louis. I'm just gonna be honest. Like even the biggest promoters in St. Louis will tell you that. Yeah, we'll put you in a big spotlight and you'll get a lot of fans in your hometown, but you're not going out of St. Louis, staying in St. Louis. 99% of the rappers and artists from St. Louis only got famous because they left this motherfucker. So like I'm trying to do it in stages though. I want to be more active in St. Louis so that I have that home base fans because I want to come back to St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to come back here. I want to have my home base fans before I go venture. But I know, and because like when I was with the label for a little bit, I realized that I need to get out of Missouri because it's the only way to truly become something more than just famous in Missouri.
Why is that exactly?
Because St. Louis is designed to not go nowhere in the music industry, really. Like, it's pretty sad, honestly, because everybody in St. Louis hates on each other. Nobody wants to work together.
Okay.
So like the issue is everybody's after everybody, just like the gang shit. Like 90% of the music industry in St. Louis is gang members, and everybody doesn't want no one to succeed where they think they can succeed. So it's really a big animosity situation in the city. And like I'm cool with 90% of the people. Like I have no problems with anybody, and I like to perform with all the promoters. But like I want to
keep your options open, obviously.
My favorite promoters in the city are Frost Money and Reggie Dub. They're really good promoters in the city. Like if you want to be more than just a St. Louis artist, those are the people you need to start working with. Like that's what I've come around so far. And those are the promoters that are more willing to just work with everybody. Like and they're not gouging you. They're not fucking, give me $300 and you can perform for 10 minutes. I'm like, whoa.
I could see how that would feel a little steep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
90% of them.
about it.
I mean, paying to play in general is. I've always thought that was kind of stupid.
Yeah,
but you know,
and I've done it before.
Yeah,
when I first started,
and you know, I see how at times it can have its benefits, but
but you got to know the difference between having benefits and then just
them robbing you.
Them robbing you, because like there's promoters in the city that'll be like, okay, we're doing a basic ass fucking show where no one's gonna be at, and there's no headliner, and you gotta pay me $200. But then you get promoters like Reggie Dub and Zeus Rebel, like that. They're like, okay, it's $150, $200. You get a 10 minutes time spot, but there's a big ass headliner and there's gonna be a hell of people there, and it's really gonna give you exposure. Like it's a good opportunity. But there's 90% of them.
Sure.
No name, fucking think they're somebody's. Like, oh yeah, $200 to come perform just because I have a name and no one's gonna be there, because even though you gave me the $200 for you to perform, I didn't promote this shit at all.
The stuff they don't tell you.
Yeah, and as an artist, I don't give a fuck. Like, I will tell everybody what really goes on in the industry because I care about the people. I don't care about anything else. I make music for myself and for the people. I make music that people can feel. I make music that people like. Yes, I do that. I make funny music. I make fucking music that's gonna make you cry.
You've made some country music too.
Yeah, exactly. I'll make it all. I've actually made some rock songs that no one's heard, but I intend to make all types of music because I love all types of music, and I know that everybody feels music differently. And my biggest mission is to change lives, like not just. That's why I make funny music because I like seeing people laugh. My biggest thing in life is like the reason you'll see me watching a comedy movie over any type of movie. Because laughing makes you feel the best that you can ever feel. And I really believe, because I'm a very depressed person. Like, I've dealt with depression my entire life. Like, I've always been that way. You know, I'm a big dude. I've always dealt with fucking manic depression, fucking all kinds of shit. But it runs in my family to have those problems as well. So, like, as a person who's dealt with it and felt like that, I know that laughing helps me a lot. I know that music helps me a lot. Even the sad songs. Crying helps you. Like, I'm not soft.
Damn right it does,
but fucking
man.
crying, bro. Crying is one of the best types of medicines, just like laughing is.
Yes.
Because you're letting shit go.
That's right.
You're letting shit go. You're letting it off your chest.
You're getting that energy out.
Yes.
Gone.
And energy is the whole reason I do music. I want people to feel. I want people to be themselves. I want people to feel like they're wanted, needed, and loved. Like, I want you to be happy and not sad. But I want you to be sad when you're sad because it helps you. You got to get over shit. You gotta become a different person every day because everything changes every day.
Right.
So, like, that's why I make all types of music, and that's why I do music. Like, I just want people to feel.
And I think, you nailed it, honestly. Like, that's what it's really about. That's what you've said it's about in the past, and you continue to say and stand by, and I've definitely been able to see it. And you also talked about, how family is everything, right? Like, you grew up that way. That's just the way it works for you. How does it feel when you get to intertwine the two like you did recently on stage here during the show we worked together?
Those are the best moments of my life.
Yeah.
Right there. Because, I mean, the show that we had together, I proposed to my fiance.
Mm-hmm.
We've been together for 5 years. We have a 10-month-old baby together. That's something that me and her both will remember for the rest of our lives. I gave her my mother's ring, and it was one of the best moments of my life. And I did it the only way that I knew that I could. Like, I was expressing it through my music, and, like, because my music is my soul.
Damn right.
And I wanted to give her that in front of everybody.
And you did.
Yeah,
you did.
I chose a good night.
And it was a damn good night too. And the look on her face, like she knew something was coming, but she didn't know what it was.
Yeah, she had no clue.
It was really cool.
Me and my pops went and had it cleaned that morning. Like we said, we were going to the store, and we went and had it cleaned. And I just said my family was up here from Alabama, my aunt and my cousins. And I was like, my aunt's up here from Alabama, my cousins are up from Alabama. I was like, I have to do this tonight. Because I was planning on doing it like 2 weeks later. But I was like, there's no way any night is better than this night right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I talked her into going out on stage with me because, like, the first 2 songs I was doing was the song I made about when we met called Love's First Glance, which is the song I did right before I proposed to her. And then the We Fucking song. And that's her favorite song. She loves that song.
We fucking.
I honestly need to release that song so bad. Like, but I want to shoot a music video for it because I'm big on being able to see the music and not just feeling and hearing the music.
Right.
Because, like, music is a lot of entertainment and media. Like, you got to do both. And I don't want to just release the audio and people not really grasp the
it can add a completely different element to the whole feel, the whole vibe. Definitely, for sure. And sometimes you don't expect what that turn is. I don't have an example, but they're out there.
Listen, the first time that my pops heard that song, when he was first listening to it, he was like, "Oh, this is a really good country song. Like, I really like this." And then as soon as that we fucking came in, he was like, "Stop. You ruined a great country song." I was like, "Don't lie. It's awesome."
It's awesome. The way fucking song. Talking about funny songs reminds me of the guy that came up before Lil White, because we worked that.
Oodles.
Oodles and noodles. Oodles and
Listen,
noodles.
I fuck with oodles and noodles, but hot sauce on my chicken was not it for me.
No.
I put hot sauce on my chicken. And then he explained how to put the hot sauce on the chicken.
He like getting there in the kitchen and stirring it up.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Underwear on his head? No.
Aluminum foil for a grill.
Oh, yeah. That's why he sounded like he had a dip in his mouth, because he had aluminum foil stuck in his teeth and shit.
We kept asking, "What's your name?" Is it Two Thigh?
Yeah, two stains. He made fun of 2 Chainz. 2 stains. I'm like, no.
It was hilarious. At first, I'm like, what is happening? Like, is this supposed to happen? Because this is way off of what's been going on all day long.
Yeah, that shit fucked me up. I'm not gonna lie.
I turned around and looked at everybody behind me on stage, and they were laughing. I was like, okay, this is supposed to happen.
Yeah, I was like, where did bro come from?
I was like, security?
He ain't supposed to be there.
Yeah, like, who is this guy? No, he was supposed to be there, and that was some of the funniest shit I have ever seen in a live performance. It was good.
Great. Everybody was hating on him, but I think that shit's hilarious, man. I really do. Like, to a certain extent. Because after like 5 minutes of listening to oodles and noodles,
right? I think
like, do you say something else? Anything?
It definitely might have gone a little longer than it needed to, but it was funny as hell. Oh man. Speaking of other shows, you've been performing at Smoke Till Valhalla / Turtlebait Tattoos out there. You had a couple shows.
Yeah, we just had one, not last weekend, but the weekend before, I think.
It was 4th of July, right?
4th of
Or
July.
that weekend.
Yeah, it
The
was
Freedom Fest.
July 6th, the Freedom Fest.
Yeah. I just missed you there.
I actually performed. I had my daughter with me during the first song and a half of my performance. And it was great. It was a great memory.
I bet.
She was sitting there just looking at me like, yeah! Like, the pictures are awesome, man. Like, to have moments like that are like just the best. Like, honestly, like, it doesn't get better than that.
Yeah, for the people you love to love it too.
And she loves music so much, man. And like, to see my daughter embrace music just as much as I do is like one of the biggest blessings I've ever experienced. Like, I take her to the studio sometimes.
Hell yeah.
And she'll sit there, she'll try to grab the microphone, and she'll be like, ah, la, la, la. And like, I mean, 10-month-old baby trying to sing on the microphone. Like,
Now you gotta incorporate that into one of your songs.
oh yeah, trust me, I've already been thinking about it. I've already been thinking about it.
My son did something similar. He was in the car. He never sings. I've never hear him sing. Like, if I look at him, he'll stop. But we were just jamming out, and we were, cruising in the car, and I forgot what song it was. Probably a country song at this point. But it came on, he started singing it with me and snapping his fingers to it and just smiling and looking at me while he's singing. Dude, that was it. Like, that was the moment of the month for sure.
Hell yeah.
Oh, man, it was good.
That's the shit I live for, man. Like,
hell yeah.
When you see your kids do similar things as you or just purely enjoy something. Like, yesterday, we went to a pool and I swim with my daughter for an hour. And she just loved it, dude. Like, that's the shit I live for, man. Like, she loves water just as much as I did as a kid because, like, I went to the pool every day as a kid.
Yeah.
Like, I loved going swimming. And to see her love the things that I do is just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she doesn't have to love everything that I do, but the fact that she does is just like,
exactly.
yes!
Yeah. Oh, man. And I don't know how you do it. I don't think I could be a girl dad. I mean, I get to be bonus dad to a 17-year-old. Which is different, but I feel like I don't have to have dealt with the whole growing up process, and I wish you the best of luck
I appreciate that. So far, it's been great. Like, I'm scared for teenage years.
Oh, yeah.
And beating on teenage boys because they hurt my daughter.
Yeah. No, man, it's parenting is terrifying. That is for sure.
Yep.
But so you've got a couple of new ones that are more recent than the first. It was Love's First Glance. That was one of your first ones. Gas Station was another one of your first ones.
Yeah, I just released a video for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are the ones that you are going to be playing for us and singing for us here today?
I got one that's called Left Alone. Some shit happened in my life recently and made me realize that a lot of people ain't really for you. So I made a song just like expressing my feelings about it. And then the other one is First Time. It's about like, it's kind of like Love's First Glance. It was the first time I met my fiance, the way I felt, like, because like when we first met, I open up about this a lot, but when I was 19, I tried to end my life, and I lived in Alabama at the time. I took a bunch of fucking sleeping pills one night, woke up the next morning and went to work. Don't know how, don't know why, but I went to work the next day, and I had tears coming down my face the entire day, and everybody just walking up to me like, what is going on with you? Like, you're crying. And I'm like, I'm not crying. I didn't feel it. Like, I was so, like, I want to say like a zombie, because like I guess the pills took an effect, but
yeah,
but I was not there, and everybody was just like, what is going on? And the guy who actually helped me talk through it was he was actually on American Idol. His name was CJ, and he worked with me, and he was actually supposed to win the American Idol, and some shit happened while he was on American Idol, and they took it away from him. So it was a really shitty outcome. But he was sitting there telling me, because he knew I was a music artist and I really wanted to do something with my life, and he was like, kid, you have an amazing voice. He was like, you could really do something in your life. You have talent. He was like, I almost won American Idol, and I feel like you're a better singer than I am. He was like, and that's a big compliment because a lot of people know who I am. He was like, I really believe that you just need to focus your life on music and let everything else go. And I was like, okay, well, I'll take that in. And then I got home and I told my parents, I was like, listen, I'm not okay. Like, this is the first time I've ever been able to really open up about not being okay. But I got to tell you guys, like, I tried to end it, and I just don't want to do it no more. So at first they really didn't know how to react, but how
right.
could you react when your
right.
when your 19-year-old son comes home and tells you he doesn't want to live anymore? So, like, I understand the way they reacted now. I didn't then. But they had me move back up to Missouri with my brother. And I was still a very depressed person. Me and my brother never really got along that great because he was 9 years older than I am. We get along great now. We both lived and learned a lot. But around the time, I didn't really see eye to eye with him, and I still didn't help my situation. But I met Heidi, which is my fiance, and she kind of like, in the song, I kind of like explained, like she kind of pulled me out of the water that I was in. Like, I felt like I was trapped in the ocean somewhere, and all of a sudden this girl just walks up to me and pulls me out and is like, listen, life's not that fucking bad. Like,
yeah.
like, you need to live.
Hey man, when you deal with bipolar, I'll tell you firsthand, it's not always that easy.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain that to people that don't have to deal with the crippling depression.
It's rough.
It is. Like, it's not logical. It's not reasonable. It makes no sense. Like, your life isn't that bad, but your brain says, oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, your brain's like, boy, let me tell you how shitty it really is.
I'm going to sit here and tell you how big of a piece of shit you are for the next 4 hours while you sit here in a dark room with nobody else, and people wonder what's going on. Yeah.
Honestly, like, something I've always really grasped is your biggest enemy at the end of the day. Like,
damn sure.
That's a fact. Like, no one can hurt you as much as you can hurt yourself.
Mm-hmm. That is for sure. It is dangerous to to compartmentalize, to shut it all down, ignore it, don't do that. Yeah, it's you gotta try and take care of those things and move on for yourself, for the people that love you, and the people that need you. And for everybody out there that doesn't feel like somebody cares, somebody does. There's always somebody. I know it's hard to see it sometimes, but I promise you it is.
I care about everybody. If you guys want to talk to anybody and you just can't because you don't know them or you do know me, hit me up.
Yeah, same.
It's as easy as that. I will listen. I will answer every single time.
Yeah.
If I'm busy, I'll respond when I can. But
Right.
I'm telling you, I will always listen and I will always respond.
Yeah, no, that's true. That is very true. We've had a few good conversations. Mental health is very important, and I'm glad that men's mental health specifically is being talked about more. And I know we're all here big proponents of that, and we try and spread the word.
People try to people try to act like we're soft because of shit like this, but like we're all human. We're all allowed to feel.
Yeah.
Like I don't give a fuck who you are or how you feel, but like that you're allowed to feel. Like
right. Yeah, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. Like you said, a good cry. If you have a good laugh and a good cry in one day, you've had a good day.
Yep. That's a fact.
Now, I'm not sitting here around crying every day or anything, but like
when you need to, you got to.
Yeah,
like you can't just hold that shit in.
You're just listening. Everything seems fine or whatever. If something seems wrong or a song comes on, you're like, for me right now, it's the Man He Sees in Me from Luke Combs. Talking about, it's a father-son song. And when I first heard it, dude, instant tears. I was like, yep, that's my new song.
Yep.
Thinking about my son for sure. It just happens sometimes. But we're getting to the point where it's about time to start talking about those songs and getting ready to go with them. How are you doing?
Doing great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're pretty quiet over there. You want to give our sponsors another shout out?
Is it because you can't?
I can, and I don't have to prove it.
Yeah, shout out to Park Hills Underground, Smoke Till Valhalla, Artists United Network, Craigwood Shelter Insurance. Which one am I forgetting?
KL.
Oh, shit.
Mine. It's okay. Mine's not important.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, I mean, it is important, but if we're going to forget one...
That's that one.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's the one to forget.
He's here.
I didn't
He's a part of it regardless.
So, all right, we said we've got First Time and we said Left Alone.
Left Alone, yeah.
I was listening to a couple of them earlier that you had on your Spotify. Are they going to be kind of like a similar feel to what we might have heard?
Possibly, because I'm on a different kind of time than I was last year. Or actually, that album was from 2022. So yeah, I'm a different type of time completely. So,
okay.
Might have similar feels because like I said, I'm a depressed person. I talk about it a lot, but but this is more on some cocky shit. I wanna say
Okay.
'cause, like I feel like as an artist, I'm coming into my element, and like I've started to realize that you only get somewhere if you act like you should be there. So like,
okay,
I kind of like I'm not a dick, so like, so I'll never be like I'm the shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm the shit. Like,
you gotta have confidence.
Yeah.
If you don't have true confidence, just take a deep fucking breath and just, I got it right now. I can go. Just get it done.
Listen, man. I get on stage with motherfucking stars and act like I deserve to be there as a 400-pound dude. Like, I don't give a fuck.
I don't think size has anything to do with it.
Yeah, but a lot of people my size have no confidence, and a lot of
That's
people
fair.
associate size with less confidence.
I could see that.
But I'm a very confident big man. Like, I think I'm an attractive big man. Like, I think I'm good at music. Like, I think people like me. Like,
That's funny. Pete thinks people like him. I think people hate me.
no, listen. Now, don't get me wrong. My brain tells me everybody hates me.
Mm-hmm.
But like the past year,
It definitely doesn't.
I feel like mentally I've came a long way in the past year. Like even though I lost my mom in February and it's been really, really hard. It would have been harder if I wasn't to a point in my life where like I take everything differently and I soak everything in and dish it out. But like I feel like a year ago, if I would have lost my mom, I'd have been bad. It would have been real bad. It was bad, but it wasn't to the point where, like, I'm going to die. Like,
yeah.
It was to the point where, like, I have to force myself to get out of bed. But if last year, if it would have happened, I wouldn't have got out of bed. So I'm, like, on a different, like, I force my things to do things that I wouldn't normally do because I know it's good for me.
Right, yeah, you got to have that routine and consistency to grow, and once you get there, like, you notice it.
Yeah.
You notice certain things don't bother you the way they would have, and I'm happy to hear that. I'm definitely happy to hear that. So, is it about time to get this man going?
I think so.
I just have to click the button, right?
Probably.
Okay.
Find...
Oh, it's not on that one. It's over here. Which one we going with first, man? First time or left alone?
Let's go first time.
Okay. Let's see. I do this. And play.
Shout out my fiance. Shout out my baby girl Winter. That's what I do my music for. Right now, yeah. Can you love me right now? Yeah. Lost in the ocean, trying to find my way out. Yeah. Can you love me right now? I'm in the water trying to swim my way out, girl. Hoping that I don't drown. Feel the waves crashing, nobody around, girl. Cause the first time you said that you love me, I was trying to end my life. When I feel like nobody's with me, you always been by my side. Can you love me right now? I'm in the water trying to swim my way out. Hoping that I don't drown. Feel the waves crashing, nobody around. I was lost in the ocean, barely breathing when you put me out. Felt like I was too far gone, my heart was filled with so much doubt. I tried to tell you I was filled with doubt, but you were on a mission not to ever leave me out. Never had a girl try as hard as you to make me happy. Most of these hoes found a way to stab me, but you was different. People hating cause I never listened. 5 years later, now we got them tripping. I know they hate to see our family winning, and they hurt because the love we giving. Now my gold baby God is good the way I'm feeling. We finally on the way up, girl, we gon' make it. Just look at all the haters' faces. They talking on their neck because they basic. Trying to get attention cause they faking. It's so sad cause they could've been real and still made it. Guess some people gotta lie just to feel appreciated. What I'm saying, I'ma keep it shaking. OG affiliated, hold the title most hated. Can you love me right now? I'm in the water trying to swim my way out, girl. Hoping that I don't drown. Feel the waves crashing, nobody around, girl. Cause the first time you said that you love me, I was trying to end my life. When I feel like nobody's with me, you always been by my side. Can you love me right now? I'm in the water trying to swim my way out. Hoping that I don't drown. Feel the waves crashing, nobody around. I was lost in the ocean, barely breathing when you put me out. Felt like I was too far gone, my heart was filled with so much doubt. That's one of my favorite songs, to be honest.
Hell yeah, buddy. I like it. I like that one. All right. And then this one, Left Me Alone.
Yep.
You ready to go for it?
Yeah.
All right, man.
This is the one that's more cocky. You know?
Could have ended on that note.
Yeah.
Like, so I know exactly where to start to clip this video. Here we go.
See, this is how I'm feeling. This is how I'm feeling.
Try to play me like a lame. I'm in the name modes. I see my
It's exotic, I'm smoke. I feel like I'm float. They try to play me like a lame. I'm in it, they motion. I see me some posts. Drip water on soap. Just like a bitch, a penny wet. Like gas in the ocean. I'm back on the head.
They thought I was gone. They wanted me dead. They left me alone. But now I'm picking up my phone and calling the bros. This money look like water beds. The way they catch flow. The way they catch flow, no ending this. I'm up to a die from a penny pinch. Every beat that I know, no one killing shit. Bitch just like JD when she hit the dick. I told her I'm up, don't care if they ready. I been on my grind and my pivot is steady. They keep talking shit, they just gon' get heavy. Like do, and his mama ain't ready. I'm speaking my mind, that ain't feeling wrong. Don't give fuck about snakes and my money long. He ain't like it glue, but he fake it all. He just be upset, no one suck him on. He can't get no pussy, then something wrong. Cause these hoes be sucking for nothing, dog. I gave her a G, she gon' think the ball. But he be at home, just be beating all. It's exotic, I smoke. I feel like I'm float. They try to play me like a lame. I'm in their motion. I send me some posts. Just water on soap. Just like a bitch, you can't be wet. Like ice in the ocean. I'm back on their head. They thought I was gone. They wanted me dead. They left me alone. But now I'm picking up my phone and calling the bros. The money look like water bed. The way they catch flow. That way they catch flow. Hit it with a real freestyle, yeah. Little bitch, I know that I go. I know that I'm the fat gold. Get all the money and go. I need some diamonds for sure. In the underground, I've been doing this shit since I was a jit. Like what? I didn't even know I was about to do this, but I got a hot like a pogo. Running that shit and I'm leaving that money like go-go. I just
I'm just having fun. Both of these songs are still haven't been mixed and mastered. It's something I did a couple weeks ago. My original engineer was out of town. Me and my buddy was in there working on some songs. He still gotta mix and master.
Sounds good.
I appreciate it.
Sounds good, man. We appreciate you coming out here today.
I appreciate y'all having me. Had a good time.
Definitely. BTH Blaze, everybody here on Live Sessions at the Underground. Alan, thanks again. And one more shout out to our sponsors: Park Hills Underground, KL Media and Entertainment, Craigwood Shelter Insurance, Smoke Till Valhalla, and the Artist United Network. Check out our sponsors, see what they can do for you. And guys, appreciate y'all hanging out. It's been fun. We'll see you again on the 28th now. We did unfortunately have another cancellation. Again, real life issues. They're always going to take priority, and we hope everybody gets everything taken care of that they need to get taken care of.
Can you let me
So we'll
right
be back
now?
on the 28th
I'm in the
with
water trying to
Joshua,
swim my way
Eli,
out,
Smith,
girl.
and
Hoping that I don't drown. Feel
Should
the
be
waves
4:30.
crashing, nobody
Verify
around,
that.
girl.
For sure.
Cause the
Before
first
these
time you
weeks.
said that you
Guys,
loved me,
have a
I
good
was trying to end my life. When I feel like nobody's with me, you always been by my side. Can you love me right now? I'm in the water trying to swim my way out. Hoping that I don't drown. Feel the waves crashing, nobody around. I was lost in the ocean, barely breathing when you put me out.